The studio erupted into a deafening roar as John Kennedy, the calm and measured voice of reason on The View, stood abruptly, his chair scraping the floor with a sound that silenced the bickering panel mid-sentence, leaving everyone frozen in shock. For years, he had been the anchor of the show, a man whose gentle wit and unwavering integrity had won over audiences and co-hosts alike, but today, something was different. His eyes burned with a quiet fury that hinted at a breaking point long overdue. The trigger was a single, careless sentence from a guest host, a throwaway remark about his late wife's charity work being just another political stunt, a comment so callous it cut through the layers of professionalism he'd built around his grief. The room held its breath as he leaned into the microphone, his voice trembling but resolute. "I've sat here through insults, through disagreements, but I will not let anyone tarnish her memory, so I'm done." Chaos ensued as co-hosts leapt to their feet, some shouting apologies, others demanding he stay, while the audience gasped and cameras zoomed in on the raw emotion etched across his face, a man torn between loyalty to his principles and the weight of his personal loss. John had joined The View 5 years earlier, a widower seeking purpose after losing Margaret to cancer, her final wish for him to use his platform to advocate for underfunded healthcare initiatives. At first, the show's fiery debates and clashing egos tested his patience, but he found solace in the camaraderie with co-hosts like Lisa, a fiery but big-hearted journalist who became his closest ally, and even with Tara, the outspoken conservative who often clashed with him but secretly admired his resolve. Together, they had navigated scandals, viral moments, and the relentless scrutiny of public life, with John often mediating their disputes with a story about Margaret's kindness or a quiet joke that eased the tension. Yet, beneath his composed exterior, he carried the ache of her absence, a pain that resurfaced every time the show touched on healthcare, a topic he fought for with a passion that sometimes left him exhausted. The guest host's remark, delivered with a smug grin during a heated segment, was the spark that ignited a fire he could no longer contain, a reminder of the countless nights he'd spent alone, poring over her notes for the charity she'd poured her soul into. As John stormed off the set, the control room buzzed with panic. Producers scrambled to cut to commercial, while Lisa chased after him, her heels clicking furiously against the hallway floor. "John, wait," she called, catching his arm just as he reached his dressing room. Tears streaked her face, a rare vulnerability from a woman known for her steely demeanor, and she pleaded, "You can't let one idiot undo all the good you've done here." He paused, his shoulders slumping, and for a moment, the weight of his decision seemed to crush him. Leaving meant abandoning the cause Margaret had inspired, but staying felt like a betrayal of his own dignity. Back on set, Tara, surprisingly, took the lead, silencing the chaos with a rare, heartfelt apology on air, admitting her own past insensitivity and urging the audience to support John's charity instead of fueling the drama. The gesture, though imperfect, began to shift the narrative, turning a moment of collapse into one of unexpected unity. The next day, John sat in his quiet apartment, the TV muted as clips of the incident looped endlessly, each replay a stab to his resolve. He received a flood of messages, fans praising his stand, colleagues begging him to return, and a handwritten note from Tara, admitting she'd lost her brother to a preventable illness and promising to fight alongside him. The outpouring forced him to confront his isolation. He'd been so focused on honoring Margaret that he'd forgotten the community she'd always believed in. With Lisa's encouragement, he agreed to a live apology and reconciliation segment, returning to the show not as a defeated man but as a leader reborn. The episode aired to a record audience, with John opening up about Margaret's legacy, his voice breaking as he shared her dream of a world where no family faced what they had. Tara and Lisa joined him, each pledging to champion the cause, their differences melting into a shared purpose. The resolution came swiftly but profoundly. Within weeks, the charity saw a surge in donations, fueled by the raw humanity of that chaotic day, and John's story inspired a national conversation about compassion in media. He stayed with The View, but on his terms, using his platform to bridge divides rather than deepen them, a testament to Margaret's belief in the power of understanding. As the credits rolled on that transformative episode, John looked into the camera, his eyes dry but warm, and said, "One sentence can break us, but 1,000 acts of kindness can heal us. Let's choose healing." The message lingered, a powerful reminder that even in the messiest moments, the human spirit could rise, inspiring viewers to carry forward a legacy of love and resilience.